Welcome back to another vlog. It's a beautiful afternoon. Weather's nice. Let's see what Matt is doing. Matt, what you got there?
What are we doing today, Kevin?
Today, Ramon got the front and rear bash bars welded.
Since Jimmy wanted the first one, we had to give you out the second one. So this is number 2. This one should be good to go. We'll test fit it on the rear, make sure it's all good. And then one final test fit of the front with the corner bracing. Yeah, since on the last video, we covered that the jack point doesn't clear, but it doesn't clear the intercooler, and then there's also no room on the front bumper. Require no modification on the front. It's the basic bar plus the corner bracing. And then it seems like most S15 owners, they run like the OE style aero bumpers.
Yeah.
So they're all gonna look basically like this. So we'll make a bar that clears all that without having to modify anything.
Yeah, unless you guys have a bumper like this.
Yeah.
It's like super wide and aggressive.
Yeah, which gives you a ton of clearance.
All right, the front is on. Before we give you more details. Yeah, there's no juice.
We gotta jump start it every single time.
And we have to put gas on it too.
I know, man. Give it to us on empty.
All right, man, what do you think about your work of art?
I fucking love it, dude. I think it looks good.
Look at that.
It looks damn good.
That looks nice.
I don't know what the OEM crash bar looks like from factory on the S15, but I know for a fact the rear doesn't come with one. Front, if it does come with one, it's probably like a single layer of sheet metal. It's probably not very strong at all. Let's see if the bumper clears.
2JZ engine, no shit.
Ooh. Alright guys, as you can see, what do you think about the fitment?
Pretty good.
Pretty dank.
Pretty dank, man. Gives you the most protection possible. These bumpers are pretty shallow, so the bar doesn't stick out very far, but it's pretty damn flush with the bumper itself. It fits just fine. I'm just holding it because it needs to be fastened on the corners, but
yeah,
it's good to go. Super sleek, no modification necessary, and it'll give you the protection you need.
Now you guys can purchase this on the website.
Yeah, this one's live now.
Same thing with the back. Well, let's go to the back one now. You need some zip ties right there.
I know, man. Now on this one, it does require a little bit of modification because the bumper cover does come down to this area here. So when we get the bar back from Powder Coat, we're going to take care of notching the holes on the bumper cover so that it looks pretty sleek. And the only thing that you'll see sticking out is just this little tiny jack point pad. You'll still have access to be able to reach inside. But I'm excited to get these back. So hopefully in about a week, they'll come back and then we'll throw them on, final install.
We'll see you guys in a couple days.
We'll be back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The bars came back. This is the rear, fresh from Powder Coat as of what, yesterday? And then the front bar's over there. So we gotta pull off this bumper cover. The rear bumper cover's off, so it should be a really simple bolt-on installation. And then the only trimming we need to do is on the rear bumper.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a little hot.
Alright guys, bumpers off. I guess for all the new S chassis owners, before you put the bash bar, what we gotta do?
Hammer down this little tab.
So there's a little tab it pokes out like this. The rubber mallet and
just flatten it out. And our bar brackets will clear. On EOS particular setup, we wouldn't be able to run a jack point because there isn't enough room.
Alright guys, the bar is fully on it with a fitment. If you guys are wondering, nothing hits. You got plenty of room. Alright guys, bumpers on.
We've had these bars save a lot of people's like radiators, even brick headlights. It's pretty crazy. That's a wrap for the front.
So we're in the back.
Let's get started on the rear. Go. Like the truth. Do our job right.
Alright guys, rear bumpers on, bash bars on. People need to do.
Fit pretty damn good, but if you check it out down here, we're making contact on the jack point, which is, this I already knew when we designed it in the CAD model. So we're gonna be doing some trimming to make sure that it clears, sits nice and flush, but it's really, really close. This you can basically pop on, like it's there, you know? It's a small cut, and then once that's done, everything will be super solid and we'll be good to go on this project. This is called a knockout punch. So usually electricians use this to make holes in steel enclosures, but today we're gonna use it to make a hole in a bumper. Harder. But if you didn't have this at home, which you probably don't, just use a Dremel. And I'm just gonna line up the peak where I want it.
Oh,
This is the little piece that came out. Pretty clean, huh?
that's super clean.
Let's do a real quick test fit. And see how this. So this is pretty much what the trim looks like. So just take your time. You can always remove more, but you can't put any material back on. And try to make it look as clean as possible. This one's pretty clean.
That's what Matt used. You guys are wondering.
Yeah, so you can use like the air version or the electric version, and it's just with the, I think this is probably like an 80 grit disc.
Which
so
is not...
it's roughly trimmed, so I'm gonna pull it off and then I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more.
Alright guys, the bumper is fully on. Everything's bolted on.
So first, look at this. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that. Easy.
Alright, you guys don't have to worry about jacking up from the side or the diff. Now you got protection from the back.
For your friends and stuff. Putting together the tooling that we need to make the billet spacers for EOTs, or for the S15 harness bar. So I'm switching over from this little drill to this bigger drill.
Got this fancy machine here. It's like the Terminator.
Terminator.
I'm gonna show you guys in a bit how it works.
How it works. So let me just get this thing set up and we'll be running.
Alright guys, the pieces are done.
Part number 2, this is part number 1.
Polished. So these pieces are for the spacers for the harness bar,
Yeah,
right?
for the B pillar.
Alright guys, we're back at the warehouse side of the shop.
Fresh delivery from LA. Let's get this thing unwrapped so Kevin can show you what it really looks like. Dude, check it out, Kevin. Look at that.
Look at that finished touch. Let's go to the sun and show them.
Perfect gloss white powder coat.
Saying so white that it looks extremely white.
I know, right?
You can see details there. It's gonna look really nice.
Let's get this thing installed.
And here's the other 2 pieces.
Those are the down tubes. This is the one that goes to the transmission tunnel. Got a nice fat gusset on it. And then those are 1/4 inch plates, so those things are beefy.
I feel like the chassis will break before this breaks.
Probably. Probably.
Harness bar is on.
I think it looks pretty good, man.
Looks pretty nice.
Look at
Here's the
little
spacers. You did an amazing job, Matt.
Right.
It's good. Give me more details. And here it goes on the bottom.
So the only other thing we got to do is install our seat brackets on the passenger side and then install the harnesses. This pretty much completes the S15 harness bar project. Thank you so much for joining. Stay tuned for the next vlog. I think we're going to be doing the Koyo fan trail, right?
Yeah, that's right. Cool.
Thanks, guys.